All right. Can everyone hear me okay? Just chuck it in the Discord chat. Sick. What am I doing here? All right, the chart is up. Can everyone see it? Yep. All right. So I think we have some new faces in here, but for the most part, it looks like it's mostly key holders. So does everyone in here know the basics of the strategy? I'm assuming you do, but if not, let me know. And I'll make sure to go a little bit more in depth with the thought process as I go over the charts. Just a quick stream today. I'm going to go over ETH, BTC, ES, the dollar, and then a few altcoins as well. Not a lot has changed since the last stream, so there isn't that much to cover. Yep, so if you head over to the live session tab and click the chat bar, open chat, as you hover over it, you can see the chat in here. And if you have any chart requests or you have any questions, feel free to post them in here and I'll make sure to get to them near the end of the stream. All good. My vape's going flat. Everybody panic. Fuck. Anxiety levels through the roof right now. Okay. Did you guys see the announcement for the tequila time as well? So I'm putting aside a few $1,000. Bybit is putting in some prizes as well. And then gonna give away an NFT or two. Just had a chat to Icebags and we're gonna do a little collab. I'll give away 1 or 2 Campfire Pandas. Should be interesting. I don't really support many NFT projects at the moment, but I think that is one of the projects that is definitely gonna see some progress. Not in the short term either. Over the long run, they're doing some good things over there, so that's sick. Yeah. I just ordered the tequila too. I'm gonna get fucking plastered, man. We'll do some game shows, run some slots, give away some money. Should be good. Alright, let's get stuck into it. So I didn't have anyone say that they're not really familiar with the concept, so I'm just going to assume that we all pretty much are. So let's start off with BTC. Yeah, like I explained in the last stream, there's not really much going on here. We're headed into higher time frame resistance, so when we are sitting at resistance or sitting at support, for example, let's use this for an example. So you can see every time we retested down at the lows here, we do see a lot of chop. And it's the same thing now. So we're retesting the highs right here. So expecting a lot of chop here as well. So last week and the week before, so when we were sitting around here and around these levels, I said that I was going to up the risk, okay, because we're not sitting at any obvious support or resistance. So when we are not sitting at obvious areas of support and resistance, that's when you can expect clean moves like this and this here. Okay, so Now that we are sitting at resistance, I'm expecting a little bit more chop. So now is not the time to really be looking for swing positions on the majors anyway. So I'm going to lower my risk and just take smaller trades. And also, like I've been saying for a little bit now, because we are sitting at higher time frame resistance, obviously now is not the time to be looking for swing longs. And I think that's just pretty obvious. I know there are still a lot of opportunities on altcoins, but for the majors, looking for swing longs here really isn't the best play. We are just about to close Monday's range, so we might get a lower time frame setup. So let's just cover that. So actually, I'm going to remove everything off of the chart and let's do a complete top down. In case anyone has missed the last few streams. Okay, so all I'm doing when I'm looking at a chart is just marking the exact same pattern, trying to find support and resistance, and then trying to also find areas of liquidity. So in support and resistance being distribution. Okay, support being accumulation. So here we have a sweep and a break. And then here we have a sweep and a break. So what we're seeing here is accumulation below all of these lows. Okay. Now let's drop down onto the daily. So now that we have accumulation here, I'm looking at two areas. We have an area of liquidity above this high, and now a bunch of equal highs here on the lower time frames. And then we also have this as well. So we have a sweep and a break, and this remains untested. So let's say, so I'm kind of looking at two scenarios here. Either a breakout of the range, which would be confirmed by a daily or weekly close above it. If we get that breakout, then looking for reaccumulation on the retest. Okay, not blindly longing the breakout, waiting for the daily or weekly close. Once we get that, look for accumulation on the retest where you can get long into this previous area of distribution that's yet to be tested. You can see how we had the move down here without any obvious retest, and now we have the accumulation. So the accumulation here might not be the start of a completely new uptrend. It may just be accumulating into a previous area of resistance or distribution. So keeping that in mind, that would be the bullish scenario. So a daily or weekly close above the resistance that is then followed by some more accumulation. Okay. The bearish scenario. I think we're in a little bit of a tricky spot here. So generally speaking, even though we are at resistance, I still will not just blind short anything. And now we do have all of these equal highs resting above here. We could drop off here, okay, and continue down. But for me, it's not really the clearest short trigger. There is something smaller on the lower time frames here, which we might get a confirmation for in a sec. But in terms of swing shorts, I would like to see a sweep of all these highs, followed by a break in structure and then some more distribution. So if we get something like that, then I think we could see another leg down below these lows. You can see, just like I was doing on the higher time frames there, we took out all of these lows here, and then we see a break in structure. So this is the most obvious high that swept all of these lows. And then I believe we have the monthly open resting near that as well, maybe a little bit higher. Oh, around that. So I think if we do get a sweep sometime during tomorrow's session, then you could enter a short and then targeting this area here or the monthly open. So that's really simple stuff. Now if we might have a short setup here in a sec, but because we have left all of these equal highs, I'm being a little bit cautious. If I do enter this trade, it will be with lower risk. So the exact same thing here. We have a sweep of a high followed by a break of a low right here. And then we return to the range between this low and this high, form the same pattern again. So once we do get an hourly close below here, then that's a possible short trigger. But just keeping in mind, like I said, we have all of these equal highs. So what could happen is that we get a breakdown temporarily, okay, and then some more accumulation and then run the highs. I think that is the most, that would be the most favorable scenario, but we'll just have to wait and see. So that's BTC. Probably won't even go over ETH because it's a similar situation. Expecting chop here. I wouldn't be surprised if we just range about. If we do reach into this zone between the monthly open and this high here and see any kind of accumulation on the H1 or H4, something like that, then that could be good to enter longs. If we do get the daily close or weekly close up above this level here, okay, then any reaccumulation inside of this range is a long into 28K. Does that all make sense? I think that was pretty clear. I'm sure I'll get another break here. Got like 20 empty vapes sitting in the drawer on my desk. Surely one of them's got something in it. Oh, fuck. Crackhead energies. I found a full one. Let's fucking go. Yeah. Alright, sick. So that's BTC. On the hourly close, let's see if we can get a short. Maybe, maybe not. Okay, Link is also looking pretty good for a possible short here. So, let's remove everything off of the chart. Start here. Okay, so pretty obvious range for me. I have all these key highs, key equal highs, and then all of these key equal lows as well. We're reaching up into this resistance here. So on the lower time frames, we can see there is some distribution sweep. Then a break. Now we moved up above this key high here, and now we've got a sweep. What I'll be looking for a swing short would be a break below this low. On the daily time frame, if we get a break below, and then some more distribution, something like that, then you could short. If we jump onto the M15 though, we already have a setup, so we might get an intraday play here. So a sweep there, and then a break. So we use this level of support, and then we break through. So now for an intraday play, what I would like to see is a move up, a retest of that level, and then some more distribution, something like that. If we get that, then you could target this low. Okay, and then if we look a little bit further down here, I should have so fucking seen this, man, it's so sick. So we have a sweep of these lows. This is the key high that swept the lows. We return to the range between the high and the low. Okay, and then we get another sweep and another break. So I would think that if this uptrend is going to continue, the one that started this leg here, then this double confirmation would be the most likely level that gets tested. Okay, you see we have no accumulation in here, and we have it in here, but we also have some untested levels. So I'm not, if the accumulation occurs at resistance, like what we're getting here, okay, above these key equal highs and into this distribution, so we have a sweep and a break here technically, but because it is occurring at resistance, that means I'm less likely to take the trade, and the accumulation is probably not going to hold. So because of that, I would expect this level to get tested. If it does get tested and we get some more accumulation there, then I think this leg continues, and we will most likely come up and take the key equal highs. But for now, my priority would be this intraday position. If we get another sweep here and some distribution, then this low, and then this high here. Yeah, easy peasy. What else? What else? What else? AVAX. So we did get stopped yesterday, which is really fucking unfortunate. We got the sweep and then a break here on the lower time frames, and then on the open, got taken out there. But the bullish bias is still valid. So let's just do this fresh chart, fresh chart. So we've taken out this key low and all of these lows. This is the high that swept the low. So we broke up. We haven't yet retested it, but I think this accumulation that we got here is going to hold. So let's... So we have a sweep here. A break there. We return, we see another sweep and another break, and then this started an up leg. So we got the perfect retest. Now we have this as well. So I've explained this a few times, and I will take trades that include like simple chart patterns like a flag or a triangle or even a trend line, but only if they are in line with the easy and easy out strategy as well. So I'll show you what I mean. Here we got a retest, a false breakdown, another sweep there yesterday, and then another break. So what I'll be looking for here would be the daily to close somewhat bullish above all of this resistance. And then we get a move down, okay, some more accumulation. If we get something like that, then you could get long. Okay, one part of the strategy is marking out the entry. And then we also need to consider, are there any obvious objectives for price to be reaching towards? Okay, so if price is accumulating, where are we most likely going to head towards? So we have a sweep here. Okay, and then a breakdown. You could even say this is the break as well. So technically we are retesting it, but we do have this high and this high. So we now have some equal highs, and then we have all of this untested price action in here. So if we do get a daily close up above and then some lower time frame accumulation, then that should be an easy long. We'll just have to wait and see. Would max liquidity be if they sweep all the short stop losses that built up? It would also be the retail pattern break, trigger longs, and then reverse. What chart are you referring to, Christopher? Or are you just talking in general? Yeah, so that's what my opinion is. I think if we take a look at this chart here, I think especially with the amount of anticipation that we have in the market right now, if we do get a break up and take out all of the shorts, you have like how many retests? So we have the high here, 1, 2, 3, 4 retests. Okay, so it's pretty safe to assume that above this high is resting a lot of liquidity, okay, a lot of buy orders, either from people anticipating a breakout or people that are short in here with their stop losses above. So I'm not trying to predict anything, okay. If we do break up above here, like I said, a daily or a weekly close above would confirm that this is a breakout. But if we do get some distribution up above here and move below, then yes, I think that would be the best scenario for shorts. I think that would leave the most people sidelined, okay? So, yeah. Yes is the answer. Yes, we have minutes on Wednesday. I think the calendar is pretty empty for the next week or so. Yeah, it looks like it. So we have FOMC and then it's empty until mid-March. So until the end of next week, where we have NFP, I'm pretty sure it's empty. So we just have to wait and see. Then we don't get CPI until the 14th. I think we're in a little bit of a tricky spot here. And I don't know, I think it's a good reminder that you don't always need to be taking a trade too. So if you are a swing trader or you are trying to be a little bit more conservative, then waiting for a sweep of this level or a daily or weekly close above is probably your best bet. Otherwise, looking at alts is also an obvious option. One that that caught my eye is Super. I'll go over that here in a sec. PC on Friday. Was that on here? Oh, yeah, it was. Yep. I'm not sure if the minutes will have much of a reaction at all. It's just a recount. How were the figures from last week too? And the week before? Still showing dollar strength. I'll make sure to cover DXY as well. But my analysis on that has not really changed at all. We closed last week, last week, pretty bullish. We're still holding support. We're still holding accumulation. Everything else is sitting at resistance. It's kind of a textbook scenario. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But we're sitting at resistance and everyone's talking about getting max long on risk. Just makes no fucking sense to me. I mean, unless I'm retarded. I don't think I am, so I don't know. Yeah, 100% I'll check DXY. I think either way though, there's still heaps of opportunities to be had on alts, especially if we don't see much volatility out of BTC and ETH. BTC and ETH have seen the run up. If we are going to come to the end of this cycle, it makes sense for some money to flow into alts and then back into BTC and ETH. We'll just have to wait and see. So if we do chop about here, which seems likely, then keeping a strong eye on low cap alts is probably a good play. I think the AI narrative is coming to an end too, or at least temporarily. Had a quick look at the charts earlier. Sure, I saw a few people saying that a few Tron coins are looking good. I look through the charts and I can't see anything. There's only a handful of Tron coins that have over 100, 200 million market cap too, which is pretty fucking disgusting. I've got no idea what is holding that up. I mean, I'm not 100% sure though. I could be wrong. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Yep, there's one that I was looking at this morning, Super. So we can have a look at that now, actually. So this next daily candle is going to be pretty telling. Let's just wait and see. I already started getting into this about an hour ago. So I think there's a lot of potential in coins that look like this at the moment. I think it might not see some fucking insane run, but just by looking at this, we are getting some pretty obvious accumulation, sitting at obvious support, consolidation for what? How many months? Let's see. Yeah, So almost a full year of consolidation and stuff like this, and we're starting to break out. So I think this is a very, very obvious play. Just wait a day or two before entering so I can fill my bags, please. So let's cover the analysis, I guess. PCX, I can have a look at that, bro. Yeah, if you guys do want me to look at any low cap coins, post them in here. I think that's going to be my focus for the next couple of weeks. Just jumping into some low cap spot plays. I think that's the best thing to do. I'd rather do that than getting chopped up on BTC and ETH. Yeah, the China narrative. Okay. So PCX, if you know any more, drop them in. I'll take a look. I made a decent fucking chunk off of the AI plays. So if I can, you know, rotate them around, make some more money, that'd be good. So let's just look at this and then I'll move on. I don't know what super is. Has anyone seen this before? All right. Yeah, no idea. So really simple shit here. I'm sure most of you already saw it before I marked it out, but it looks quite similar to what FET did and what a lot of coins that have been going up over the last few days also did. So if we go FET and bring out, was it on Nance that I had this? This is fucking insane. I still cannot believe I let go of my position below 30 cents, man. It's just fucking gross. Is what it is. Okay, so the consolidation, okay, then the break above, the move down, and some more accumulation. FET being much cleaner than Super, but still, this thing looks fucking, it looks pretty ready. So the consolidation, the accumulation below it, okay, consolidation for almost a year, and now we're starting to reaccumulate on the lower time frames here. A few days late into this, you can see we have a sweep here, a break, a sweep, and a break. I would anticipate this low to hold. That's why I'm only just starting to scale in. But the reason I'm entering now is because it looks like we're about to get a daily close up above all of this resistance. And I think once we get that, I wouldn't be surprised if we just launch. But a move back into here, into this accumulation that is then followed by more would also be a long. Even if we get a move below these lows, I still probably won't cut my position unless we get a close below that is then followed by some more distribution. So this might take a few weeks to play out, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm pretty confident though. Obviously, don't fucking listen to anything I have to say. Please do not. Is it NFT gaming? LEO trades company into gaming. Superverse. NFT gaming, eh? Slightly less confident. Fuck. Yep. Yeah, I've got Matic on this list, so I'll definitely go through Matic. Okay, so that's super. I don't even think... Can someone check on CoinGecko what the market cap is? Clearly you've done heaps of research. It's been around for a little while. In terms of objectives though, support, okay, turn resistance. So this would be an obvious place to take some off, but in saying that, okay, so it's about a 60% jump. If we don't get any distribution here, then there's really nothing holding us from not going all the way to around 50 cents. So keeping that in mind, could be fucking insane. It's only 67 million. Nice. I'm slightly less confident though. because I think just metaverse gaming is pretty dodgy. A lot of it is just fucking useless, man. So is it... Are they actually making a game, or are they providing services for other games? Okay, let's move on. Okay. So let's go down the list here. Before we get into anything else, I just want to quickly cover DXY for those that missed it. So we have a sweep and then a break and then a sweep and another break here. I would like to see this to just continue up straight from here. A daily close up above this level, and then we're definitely taking these equal highs and most likely retesting that level there. We'll just have to wait and see. I really don't want to see candles closing in here, daily candles. If we do start to see a daily candle close in here, then I wouldn't be surprised if we run this low. Still though, as long as this low here holds, then I think crypto and risk assets are setting up for another leg down. We'll just have to wait and see. For now though, it's looking strong. Would like to see a move up there. What else do you guys want to look at? Dot. So consolidation over the weekend, right at resistance. So let's... We are starting to close above. Give me a sec. Generally speaking, if you do get some consolidation over the weekend when heading into resistance, the most likely scenario is to run out all of the weekend lows. But of course, I could be wrong. So I think, you know, if you get something like this and some accumulation there, then you could look at getting long. Otherwise, getting long here is quite risky. The invalidation would have to be below this low, and then objectives being this high, and then this swing low here. On the lower time frames, it's what took this high. So it makes sense to hit this level as well, but on the lower time frames, there's not really any opportunity for a trigger at all. So not really interested in DOT, in my opinion. PCX. Are there any coins in the China narrative that are listed on you know, Bybit or Binance? Oh, what the fuck is this? If you guys do want me to look at a low cap coin, when you put the ticker in the chat, can you also list the market cap so I can get a better idea of what I'm dealing with? Bro, this is fuck. Yeah. Am I looking at the right thing? I assume I am. And if you can, like a brief description of what it is, if you know what it is. I imagine most of you probably don't. Sophisticated investors in this chat. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that we're going to retest $100. Okay, let's dig into this. So. Similar pattern to a lot of these other coins. Consolidation, a drop off. The price action here not being really too clean at all. I think this would probably be the most obvious swing that caused the down move. Okay, and we could use this as resistance turn support. So here, resistance, okay, we retest it, we drop off, we break below these lows, we retest again, somewhat retested, and we're retesting it now. So it's a little bit too early for me to jump in. We're not sitting down at the lows here, so the R&R really isn't there to get long just yet. Anyway, so two scenarios would be a retest here and some accumulation, or a daily weekly close up above this level. If we do get a weekly close above there, then you could start to hypothetically scale into positions with invalidation resting below here. Daily or weekly close above, a retest of this range, and then some more accumulation is also a long. But yeah, until we get that daily or weekly close above, or a retest and accumulation here, then I would steer clear. For now, you'll probably see some better opportunities just by waiting. Okay, Fitfire. What is Fitfire? Korean, I'm guessing. It's on Bybit, so that's good. Ooh. Yeah, when you do, like, what's the market cap for this? I'm gonna get another tab up. Give me a sec, I'll start sharing in a second. I just need to do something. I'll get a CoinGecko tab up. Okay. There you go, screen's back up. All-time low. $35 million. Future of fitness. Some deep fundamental analysis going on here, fellas. Peep it. So is this like a remake? Like a remake of Steppen? Interesting. Looking at this though, just purely based on the chart, there's not too much for me to go off. Obviously we're fucking going down and we have been sitting not really in a range, but we have been consolidating for a little bit now. I think we have a sweep here of these lows, okay. A daily or weekly close up above here. you could look for a pullback and more accumulation there. Otherwise, I think we run these lows. This would be more of a favorable scenario. So if we run the lows and accumulate below them, and that could be a good opportunity to get long. There's not really any obvious distribution inside this range here, but the market cap is so fucking low, so I doubt we get any kind of clean price action there. So if you do get a long setup, then 8 cents, 8 to 9 cents would be a clear objective. So moving on. So let's cover Matic. Okay. So again, just marking out accumulation, distribution, areas of liquidity, objectives, things like that. So we have a sweep and a break there. This is the distribution that caused this entire down leg. We didn't ever retest it, and now we've taken these equal highs, and we've started to get some distribution here on the lower time frames as well. So now we have a potential setup. We also have some accumulation that led to taking these highs. So a sweep there, and then a break right here. So I think there might be a setup to get short, just targeting this high, nothing crazy. What you could do if you're looking to get in for a swing, if you don't get a reaction here, then holding for a bit lower into this consolidation here. Just have to wait and see. For something like that to happen, we would need to get some pretty obvious distribution on BTC and ETH. So it might be a little bit too early to be calling anything like this, but the chart is setting up anyway. Sweep, break, leaving. Oh no, we got the sweep there. Never mind. When I drew this up earlier, I thought this was equal highs, so I didn't enter, but there is a short setup here. I'm going to actually take this. So if you did want to wait, you could wait for a retest of here. I'm not going to. Give me a sec. One second. Give me a sec on the chat too. I'm sure you guys are replying to some of the questions that I've had and stuff. I'll catch up with it. Oh yeah, so this one's pretty simple, where we took those equal highs into daily distribution, then we get another sweep, another break, another sweep, another break, take this high, and then sweep below the low, or fall below the low that took the high. So really simple stuff, and validation just above here, targeting the accumulation that we have. You could probably even go a little bit lower. So this is the swing high that took out all of these lows. It makes sense if this uptrend is going to continue that we at least retest here. Now that we have taken those equal highs into the distribution on the higher time frames there, it makes sense that if we're going to retrace, we do so from here, and it looks like we will because of the lower time frame distribution. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I saw FET recently got listed on Bybit, right near the top, lol. Oh, Blur. I've heard a few people talking about that. KX probably be the better chart. Is this new, is it? Yeah, new. Something to do with NFTs, eh? Yeah, NFT platform token. So is it similar to Lux? Oh, okay. Yeah, and that's why I was so bullish on Lux last year. I might have been a little bit early on that idea, but I think exchange, especially NFT marketplaces, taking a massive fucking cut over the top will end up becoming a thing of the past, and I think they'll have to adapt to new models. So it's no surprise Blur's catching on. Yep, good to be honest. Early isn't always better. If they're not willing to adapt to what people want, then they'll obviously always probably hold the majority of the volume, but we'll have to wait and see. I think NFTs for the most part will always be, I feel like the normies will always be attracted to NFTs the most, and OpenSea is just a household name for them anyway, so I think they'll always hold the majority of the volume. Oh, they took over OpenSea volume already. Really? How long has their marketplace been active for? That's crazy. Can you stake the Blur token for an API or something like that? Like similar to what Lux does? Alright. I'll look into it. The chart though, it's kind of all over the shop. I think you could wait for a sweep of these lows. If you get that and more accumulation below it, something like that, then I would think that this is going to hold here. If you get that, then it should be an easy long. There's not much distribution here. Okay, so accumulation below these lows into support is a long. And validation below the reaccumulation if we get it. So, yep, easy stuff. Apex Pro. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was looking at this. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Is it Apex Protocol? Nah, this wouldn't be it, eh? Yeah. What's the ticker? Not available on TV. Can't really chart it then, bro. Probably not gonna open my Bybit account on stream. Maybe is it on CoinGecko? Is this it here? Yep. When did they... So... Okay. That's so fucking shit trying to chart on this, but let's give it a go. Isn't there a TV... Why don't they just have TradingView incorporated into this? It's so shit. Yeah, I can't even look at that, bro. Oh, Neo. Man. This is a layer 1, eh? Is it, or am I wrong? Is it Chinese Ethereum? Holy fucking... Such an obvious play too. Shit. Yeah. Yeah, this is too late. But I think the good thing is this kind of pattern is pretty much on every coin. So hopefully we do start to see a run up like this across the board. We'll just have to wait and see. It was, yeah, way too obvious. Looking back at it. So is it a layer 1? It is, hey. So are there any coins built under it that are yet to pump? That's probably worth looking into. It makes sense. So if Neo's pumping now, like unless I'm fucking wrong and it isn't a layer 1. It makes sense from a risk perspective for this to... Yeah. So if this is pumping first, it makes sense for risk to flow into the lower caps that are built on it. I'm going to look into that today. And I'll post some stuff in Discord. If some of them looking good, I'll get the FA guy to write up some papers. Yeah, Neo's been around forever. Yeah. Yep. I remember it, but I haven't ever really charted or traded it. Yeah, raid blocks. Holy shit. What a throwback, man. Yeah, for real. You guys remember the Verge partnership? That shit was hilarious, man. So funny. How corny was that advertising too? It's fucking hilarious. Just dumb forever since then. Yep. Crypto. I'd like to say we've come a long way, but not really. Serious shit, bro. BitConnect. Oh, fuck. Surely someone makes a crypto movie. Just the whole timeline. Verge, BitConnect, Sam. Just puts it all into a timeline. Full movie series or something. Sure, it'd be so good. Alright. I think I might cut the stream there. How long have we been running for? Yeah, about an hour. Make sure you're there for tequila time on Friday. I might run it earlier in the morning, so for the Americans, you guys can try to get there. Might run it Saturday morning. I'll have a look at the time zones. I'll try to line up the best time. The last thing I want to do is host it while the majority of you guys are in bed or at work. Nobody here works though, right? You know, all good, Vith. Thank you everyone for joining in. Wait, I thought we all got rich. It's okay. No worries, fellas. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'll have a look at the Neo coins, see if there's anything that we can catch for the next couple of days. Alright, catches. Bye.